O my dearest comrades in suffering, gather close and lend me your ears, for I shall weave for you a tapestry of woe so vivid, so devastating, that even the stones shall weep for the tragedy of Université Grenoble Alpes. Imagine, if you will, a place where dreams go to die, where hope is strangled by the cold, bureaucratic hands of indifference, and where the very essence of learning is smothered beneath a mountain of incompetence. This, my friends, is not a university, it is a circus, and we are the unwilling clowns. Let us begin with the grand farce of administration, a labyrinthine nightmare where logic goes to perish. Picture this. You, a bright-eyed student, submit your documents with the naive belief that they will be processed in the most brief delays, as promised. Weeks pass, silence. Emails vanish into the void unanswered, as if swallowed by some digital abyss. Phone calls, oh what a cruel joke. The line rings and rings, a mocking symphony of neglect, until you are left clutching the receiver, your voice hoarse from pleading into the emptiness. This is the first sin of Université Grenoble Alpes, sin of silence, of making you feel like a ghost in your own education. And why? Because they do not care. Your time, your stress, your futurethies are but trivialities to them. But wait, the indignity does not end there. Let us speak of the past program, a cursed endeavor where effort is met with betrayal. You study, you slave, you sacrifice sleep and sanity, only to receive results that bear no resemblance to the work you poured into them. And when you dare to ask for clarity, for the simple human decency of an explanation, nothing. The administration gazes upon you with the cold indifference of a statue, unmoved by your confusion, your anger, your despair. This, my friends, is the second sin of opacity, of shrouding your fate in shadows, leaving you to drown in uncertainty. A university should illuminate, not obscure. Yet here they cloak your future in darkness and call it policy. And oh, the professors, do not mistake them for educators, for they are not here to teach, they are here to crush. Imagine, if you will, a classroom where the air is thick with dread, where professors take perverse delight in your failures, where their words are not lessons but weapons designed to break you. Your peers, one by one, succumb to despair, their spirits eroded by a system that seems engineered to ensure their downfall. This is the third sin of cruelty, of turning education into a gauntlet of suffering. A university should uplift, not destroy. Yet here they measure success not by how much you learn, but by how much you endure. But let us not forget the little indignities, the daily reminders that you are but a nuisance to them. The food, for instance, the food, overpriced, undersized, a culinary wasteland where even the humble ham is banished in favor of halal exclusivity. You stand there, wallet lighter, stomach emptier, staring at a meal that costs more than McDonald's and satisfies less. This is the fourth sin of greed, of squeezing every last cent from students who already struggle to survive. And then, the final betrayal, the case of the TikTok student, expelled, cast out for the crime of making a video. No hearing, no dialogue, just the iron fist of authority crashing down. This is the fifth sin of hypocrisy. They preach freedom, yet practice tyranny. They claim to value diversity, yet silence dissent. A university should be a beacon of thought, yet here, independent thinking is a punishable offense. So here we stand, my fellow sufferers, in the ruins of what should have been a sanctuary of knowledge. The businesses near Université Grenoble Alpes paint a picture of missed opportunities and frustration. This is not the vibrant, student-friendly hub one might expect. Instead, it is a landscape of letdowns, where establishments seem to thrive on disappointment rather than service. Let us begin with shopping. The Grand Place Mall is a masterclass in mediocrity. Visitors describe it as a wasteland of cheap jewelry and uninspiring clothing stores. The toilets are filthy, the hand dryers broken, and the entire experience feels like a punishment. One reviewer waited 3 hours only to find nothing worth their time. Another arrived on New Year's Day to locked doors, despite the website promising otherwise. The place closes early, leaving shoppers stranded. If shopping is your goal, this is not the place. It is as if the mall exists purely to test your patience. Now the hotels, the Grand Hotel Spa-Urage should be a sanctuary. Instead, it is a comedy of errors. Guests have found undergarments left in their rooms, a detail so shocking it defies belief. The staff offered mojitos as compensation, because nothing says we take cleanliness seriously like a cocktail. The spa is equally chaotic, with bookings vanishing into thin air and employees contradicting each other. One couple lost €200 when their massage reservation was canceled without warning. The hotel's response, a shrug. If you seek relaxation, you will leave more stressed than when you arrived. Dining is no better. The Jardin d'Essai serves food that ranges from bland to alarming. Insects have been found in dishes, and delivery orders vanish without explanation. When a €66 meal failed to arrive, the restaurant blamed the delivery service and refused any refund. The staff's attitude, indifferent, the wine prices, deceptive. One diner was charged €9 for a glass of rosé without warning. The food is forgettable, the service worse. For a city with a reputation for cuisine, this is an embarrassment. Cafes should be a refuge. Café Myra is anything but. The brunch is a scam, tiny portions, served in pieces, leaving guests hungry and annoyed. The staff treats customers as inconveniences, refusing desserts unless paired with a full meal. One reviewer waited 40 minutes to order, only to be ignored. The coffee arrives tepid, the pastries underwhelming, the space is cramped, the service glacial. This is not a place to unwind, it is a place to question your life choices. Entertainment is equally disappointing. La Belle Electrique cancels concerts last minute, leaving fans stranded after hours of travel. The sound quality is abysmal, drowning out artists in a sea of bass. The staff closes the bar early, cutting off drinks mid-sip. Parking is a nightmare, with residents unable to find spaces in their own neighborhood. The venue's attitude, unapologetic. If you come for music, prepare for frustration. Even concept stores fail to impress. Pop Local is a maze of confusion, with unpredictable hours and unfriendly staff. One customer was denied a package because their spouse's ID was not enough, despite sharing the same name. The prices are high, the welcome frosty. It is as if the store exists to test your resolve. Then there is Bar Americano, where the staff's rudeness is legendary. Guests are turned away for lacking seats, even at the bar. The owner, when coherent, is drunk and belligerent. Minorities report feeling unwelcome. The food, forgettable. The atmosphere, tense. This is not a bar, it is a lesson in how not to treat customers. In summary, the businesses near Université Grenoble Alpes are a parade of letdowns. Dirty, disorganized, and dismissive, they seem determined to ruin your day. If you must visit, lower your expectations, then lower them again. Better yet, go elsewhere. Grenoble deserves better. You deserve better.
I am looking into crimes near Université Grenoble Alpes, for tourists like you who are planning to visit this beautiful place for a short stay. Businesses near Université Grenoble Alpes are like, they have a pretty good reputation, but there are some bad apples here and there. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any specific scams or fraud incidents from brick and mortar stores near Université Grenoble Alpes that targeted tourists on a short visit. It seems like this area is relatively safe in that regard, but I'll keep looking, just in case. Wait, what was that? Oh, I remember there were some issues with drug dealing on campus, but that's not really related to tourists shopping at stores near the university. And there were some student protests and exam fraud sanctions, but that's not really relevant to our conversation.